Hello and a very warm welcome to latest case analysis series by Law Seekho. This is Monica Rahar, and for today's discussion, we have taken up a decision by the Allahabad High Court, which is dated 8th of December 2020, and the name of the case is Adil versus State of UP. It is a single judge bench decision, and the bench consisted of Honorable Justice Mr. Siddharth. Now let's proceed and understand the issue of law. So the court was to decide whether anticipatory bail can be granted to an applicant even after the charge sheet has been filed. So the provisions regarding anticipatory bail, they are contained under section 438 of the CRPC, which provides for direction for grant of bail to person apprehending arrest. When any person has reason to believe that he may be arrested on an accusation of having committed a non bailable offense, then he may apply to the High Court or the Court of Session for a direction under this section, and that court may, if it think fit, direct that in the event of the arrest he shall be released on bail. And subsection 2 provides for certain conditions which can be leveled or which can be cited by the court, which has to be followed. For example, the person who is granted anticipatory bail has to produce himself or make himself available for interrogation, and then that the person shall not leave India without prior permission of the court. So these are certain conditions. And then subsection 3 provides that if such person is thereafter arrested without warrant by an officer in charge of a police station on such accusation, which is the person was apprehending arrest in, then and is prepared either at the time of arrest or at any time while in the custody of such police officer to give bail, he shall be released on bail. And if a magistrate taking cognizance of such offence decide that a warrant should be issued in the first instance against that person, he shall issue a bailable warrant in conformity with the direction of the court under subsection 1. So this is applicable or provided for under section 438 CRPC, and it is applicable whenever a person is apprehending any arrest in a non-bailable offence. Then the court may uh, grant this particular bail with certain conditions which can be imposed. So now let's proceed with the brief facts of the matter. So an FIR was lodged against the present applicant, who is Adil, alleging that the applicant instigated his co-accused to fire a gunshot on the informant or at the informant, and the informant missed the shot. And thereafter, the FIR it disclosed the following two charges, which is section 307 of the Indian Penal Code, which is attempt to murder, and section 504 of the Indian Penal Code, which is intentional insult with intent to provoke breach of the peace. Now, on 23rd of July 2019, High Court allowed anticipatory bail application filed by the applicant till submission of police report under Section 173, subsection 2 of the CRPC, which is also known as the Chalan. And then thereafter, on 2nd of November 2011, charge sheet was filed and cognizance of the same was taken by Chief Judicial Magistrate Aligarh, and the Chief Judicial Magistrate Aligarh, after having taken the cognizance, also issued summon to the applicant. So an FIR was lodged, and thereafter he filed for anticipatory bail application, which was allowed by the High Court on 23rd of July. Thereafter, in November, charge sheet was filed, cognizance of the same was taken by CJM Aligarh, and summons were issued. And in this event, thereafter, owing to these circumstances, which is the filing of the charge sheet and the taking of cognizance, a second anticipatory bail application was filed before the Allahabad High Court itself, and the bail application filed praying for enlargement of the applicant on anticipatory bail again, and he was granted anticipatory bail by the High Court by an earlier order till the filing of the charge sheet. Now, let's proceed and understand the case of the parties. So, essentially, the case of the party was that the investigating officer had submitted charge sheet against applicant and his co-accused under section 307, also section 504 of the IPC, which we have already discussed above, before the CJM Aligarh. And after taking cognizance, applicant along with his co-accused, they were summoned by the court. Hence, the applicant may be enlarged on anticipatory bail till the conclusion of the trial. So, the first enlargement of the anticipatory bail to the petitioner, it was till the filing of the charge sheet, and he is praying now that he shall be released or be enlarged or granted anticipatory bail till the conclusion of the trial. And now, in order to substantiate his submission, he cited the case of Anirudh Prasad versus the state of Bihar, wherein the Patna High Court held or found that power to grant anticipatory bail, it does not come to an end by mere submission of the charge sheet against the applicant. And after considering the merits of the case, anticipatory bail was granted by the Patna High Court in this particular case till the conclusion of the trial. And thereafter, the petitioner cited the applicant cited the case of Bharat Chaudhary, wherein the Supreme Court had held that there is no restriction on power of the courts. The courts are empowered to grant anticipatory bail to prevent undue harassment of accused by by pre-trial arrest and detention. So the court stated that there is no restriction whatsoever on the power of the court to grant anticipatory bail if it is necessary to prevent undue harassment of the accused by pre-trial arrest and his detention. And then the court also stated that it can be granted that the anticipatory bail, it can be granted even when cognizance on the charge sheet has been taken. And this is the scenario in this present case, that the cognizance has been taken on the charge sheet. So the Supreme Court in this particular matter stated that even if the cognizance has been taken, then also anticipatory bail can be granted. Now let's proceed and understand the case of the respondent. So the respondent stated that the applicant was granted anticipatory bail on a prior occasion. So once anticipatory bail was granted to him for a limited period, and he has availed himself the benefit of such a grant, and the limited period has lapsed now because of the filing of the charge sheet, because the first anticipatory bail was granted only till the filing of the charge sheet, and there is no occasion for granting him further anticipatory bail till the conclusion of the trial. Since charge sheet was submitted and cognizance was taken, applicant may. So these are the two ways which were suggested by the respondent. So the respondent stated that there is no need to grant him second bail application, anticipatory bail application. If he wishes, he can take recourse of these two, which is apply for regular bail under section 439, which is special power of the high courts or court of session regarding bail, and he can also challenge the charge sheet and the summoning order of the Chief Judicial Magistrate. And then, in order to substantiate his submission, the counsel cited the case of Salahuddin, Salahuddin Abdul Samad, wherein it was held, the Supreme Court held that when anticipatory bail is granted by the Court of Session or High Court, it is at that stage the incomplete investigation it is at the stage of incomplete investigation. So when anticipatory bail application is granted, it is at the stage of incomplete investigation, and the nature of offense against the offender is not before the court, and the bail order should be of limited duration only, and on expiry of the duration, matter should be left for regular court to deal with it, and the court giving anticipatory bail should not substitute itself for original court. So the crux of this entire submission was that the Supreme Court held that when can an anticipatory bail application be granted, at what stage? So it should be granted at the stage of incomplete investigation, and the nature of offense against the offender, it is not before the court. The bail order should be of limited nature only or duration only, and on expiry of the duration, when the duration expires, the matter should be left for the regular court to deal with, the trial court should deal with it. And then the court giving anticipatory bail should not substitute itself for the original court. So now let's proceed and understand the reasoning and decision of the court. So the court stated at the first instance that in the case of Bharat Chaudhary, Bharat Chaudhary, which is the case cited herein by the applicant. So the apex court in this case, Bharat Chaudhary, considered the case of Salahuddin Abdul Samad Sheikh case and held that this case, which is the case of Salahuddin Abdul, it does not impose any restriction or absolute bar on the court granting anticipatory bail, even in cases where cognizance was taken and the charge sheet was filed. Rather, what does this case do then? This only lays down a guideline. And what is the guideline? The guideline is that While considering prima facie case against an accused, factum of cognizance having been taken, and filing of the charge sheet, these would be aiding factors in deciding if anticipatory bail be granted or not. So the authority which is cited by the respondent, it does not substantiate the case of the respondent, because in essence this particular judgment, it did not bar the court from granting anticipatory bail when the cognizance is taken or the charge sheet is filed. Rather, what does this do, that it generally lays down a guideline that whenever you are to consider prima facie a case against the accused, then if the cognizance is taken of on the charge sheet, this would be an aiding factor in deciding whether you should be granting anticipatory bail or not. And we also need to note one thing, that this judgment of Salahuddin Abdul, it was overruled by the Supreme Court in the case of Sushila Agarwal, which we'll be taking up next. So now let's look at the observations made by the Supreme Court with respect to the law laid down by the apex court in the case of Sushila Agarwal, which held that anticipatory bail need not be of limited duration, and it can be, in appropriate cases, it can continue up to conclusion of the trial. And therefore, on considering the authority by applicant, the High Court in the present case held that the power to grant anticipatory bail vested in the High Court, it does not come to an end after submission of the charge sheet if facts of the case make applicant entitled for such grant even after submission of the charge sheet, or and the cognizance of the same being taken by the court. Second, anticipatory bail would be maintainable before the High Court even though the applicant was granted the first bail application by the High Court till submission of the charge sheet. And then the court observed with respect to the factual matrix of the present case that the applicant, he belonged to a reputed family and he was pursuing an integrated law course, which is the BA LLB course at Aligarh Muslim University, and his father was also an assistant professor in the same university. And no weapon was assigned to him either in the FIR or in the statement of the witnesses recorded by the investigating officer. He was implicated only to spoil his life career, and there was no criminal history, nor has he been implicated in any other case. And thus, in light of the above mentioned observations, the court held, without expressing opinion on the merits of the case, considering the nature of the accusation and the antecedents of the applicant. Antecedents is the history of the applicant, which is there is no criminal history and he's not been implicated in any other case. He was directed to be enlarged on anticipatory bail as per section the Supreme Court judgment in Sushila Agarwal on furnishing personal bond with two securities with the following conditions. So these conditions essentially were that the applicant shall not leave India without prior permission, he shall surrender his passport with the trial court, and no inducement whatsoever or threat or promise to any person acquainted with the facts be made, no adjournment on dates fixed for evidence and witnesses be sought by him. In case of default, it shall be open for trial court to treat it as abuse of liberty of bail and pass orders to ensure presence of the applicant. And he shall remain present in person before the trial court on days fixed for it. Days he shall be present before the trial court on dates which are fixed for the following three, which is opening of the case, framing of the charge, recording of the statement under section 313, which is power to examine the accused of the CRPC. So that's all we have for this case analysis. And the answer to our question of law is yes, the court can grant anticipatory bail even after the submission of the charge sheet. And this anticipatory bail, it can be granted even till the conclusion of the trial. And this was also the position which is laid down by the apex court in the case of Sushila Agarwal. So that's all we have for this case analysis. At the end of it, you may find a list of abbreviations which we have used in note. You may refer to it. And thank you for being with us.